not an issue. So I couldn't clear mains. Okay. Okay. If you read other subjects, your intelligence will grow. If you read history, if you read economics, if you read polity, whatever subject, general studies, your intelligence will grow. But if you read ethics, your emotional intelligence will grow. What is life? That is taught in ethics and society paper. So ethics is very important, and today is a very auspicious day. From today, there will be change in our life. You see yourself and think of yourself. That's the most important thing of ethics paper. That's why when we wrote the civil services examination in 1983, 84, 85, there was no ethics paper. But of course, we worked ethically. But today there is ethics paper, but nobody is working ethically. That is the tragedy of things. That's why the UPSC has introduced ethics. So the most important thing in ethics is not only for ethics, you have to write quotations, apt quotations. Not just because Anudeep Durisetti has said that your answer should be with quotations, you should not write like arise and awake, let us start, etc. with Vivekananda, and let us start the Constitution of India. Definitely Vivekananda's quotation is great, but that is not relevant here. So you must give the relevant quotation. Suppose, for example, constitutional remedies, a question is asked. If you simply write, B.R. Ambedkar stated that this article is the heart and soul of the Constitution, you got 50% of marks. That is the greatness of the quotations. And in ethics paper, you will get how many quotations? In the main exam, 3 quotations you will get. Nothing will be there. So they won't be asked anything about the question. Just give a statement, and you have to substantiate within 150 words. That is the tragedy. So 150, you can write thousands of pages, but you have to write only 150 words. If you cross 150, what happens? You will be penalized. So you lose marks. So avoid that. Okay, let us start our business. In ethics, emotional intelligence I am starting today because emotional intelligence is very important. What is emotional intelligence? Let us start. Am I in between to you? I think for you, are you seeing this clearly? No problem. I am Venkateswarlu. Of course, spelling is a little difficult to spell. No worry. Call me Venkat or call me Venkatesh. No problem. I worked as additional director in Andhra Pradesh and the senior most position, and I am now in my 64th year. Okay. Now let us start. This is my phone number. You can call me anytime. No problem. Next slide, please. Slide show, please. Achha, okay. So it will not go full screen? Okay. Oh, then. Okay. Then why ethics paper? Why ethics paper? So you can read it. Have you ever come across this sentence? Just read the sentence. Have you ever come across this sentence? Have you ever seen this sentence? Good, very good. This is in the syllabus. This is what UPSC expects from you. So this is the syllabus. UPSC will not, the beauty of the UPSC is he does not go beyond syllabus. He will not give in the sky. He will give only in the syllabus. So just go through the syllabus. This is very good that you know everything about that. Otherwise, I wanted to quote an example because a boy's mother asked his father, this fellow is stealing money wherever I keep. The father suggested to keep in the textbooks, which will be as good as the Reserve Bank locker. So that's why I am very happy that you know about the syllabus. This is what is asked in UPSC. Okay, next we'll come to emotional intelligence. Okay, next slide. Okay, This is the syllabus of emotional intelligence of, I mean, UPSC. I don't know your Orissa syllabus because I am a new man to Orissa. This is same. So emotional intelligence, concepts and their utilities and application in administration and governance. I saw the notes of Subraranjan madam. It is good. It is good. Definitely it is good. Now, today we will deal with up to emotional intelligence and concepts. Okay. Full screen how please? Can somebody help? Okay, thank you. Okay, very good. So in emotional intelligence, what is emotional intelligence? Your subject matter, physics, chemistry, maths, history, it is all intelligence. It is measured in IQs. Emotional intelligence is measured in EQs. Okay. For knowing emotional intelligence, know thyself. Just know yourself. Know thyself. Know thyself means there is a Socrates quotation. Know thyself. You studied about Paleolithic man, Neolithic man, whatnot, Ashoka, Akbar, etc. Now it's the time to read yourselves. First of all, what are you? Have you ever read about you? Have you ever thought of you? Who am I? What I am going to be? What is your future? Have you ever given a time for that? You gave a lot of time to history, later gave a lot of time to economics, you gave a lot of time to Akbar, you gave a lot of time to your chief minister, your prime minister, etc. But it is time to give time to you. You know about yourself. Where Buddha got enlightenment? Buddha got himself under a tree. Where Vivekananda got? On a rock. Now you have the advantages of both trees and rocks in Bhubaneswar, and you have the added advantage of caves also here. But don't get there because they don't have internet, Facebook, Instagram during the times of Buddha or Vivekananda. Today you have got a lot of information, but don't waste your time on social media. If you are reading for anything social media, just see for 2 minutes. If you are doubting some item on Google, just see for 2 minutes, don't more than that. Okay. The issue is know thyself. This is the most important thing of not only ethics paper, emotional intelligence, but also in your civil service examination. First of all, what are you? What is your strength? What is your weakness? What is your opportunity? What are the threats? You are too good in economics. You are too good in political science. Where are you lacking? Where are you losing the marks? If you make analysis out, you are sure you are there. Unless, as long as you read about Ashoka and Akbar, you will be reading them permanently. But if you read yourself, then you will starting. Okay. Then the simple definition is awareness of one's own feelings as they occur. This is about know thyself. What Buddha said about? So Buddha was a contemporary of which Mauryan king? Akbar. No. Ajatashatru. So Ajatashatru indulged in battles with even his relatives, father-in-law, mother-in-law, mother, father, etc. Everybody. He has killed his father also and came to the throne. Okay. Now, what Buddha said? Conquer yourself. That win is more than winning 1,000 battles. Of course, there was no Ukraine war at the time of Buddha. It was Ajatashatru who fought with all and sundry. And in those times, he got everything except Odisha. That is the greatness of Odisha. Ajatashatru could not win Odisha, but only it left to Ashoka. Okay. It is winning. If you win 1,000 battles, you are sure to lose them. Somebody will come greater than you. But if you win yourself, that victory is yours. Angels or demons cannot remove it. Heaven or hell. This is the beautiful quotation of Buddha. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. This victory cannot be taken by anybody. This victory is yours. It can't be taken from you, not by angels, nor by demons. heaven or hell. This is the beautiful dialogue of quotation of Buddha. Now you can see yourself, and this is the greatness of inside you. So far you have not seen it. If you see yourself, then you must be thinking, Are Kalam should be the right person to give appointment order. Okay, let us give chance to Murmu. Huh? She will give appointment order to you as an IAS officer. Okay. This is the most important. Concentrate on yourself. This is the most important thing of life. Now the time come to give more time to you. But don't think about yourself. Think about others also. So now, what is emotion? What is intelligence? What is emotion? Feelings. What feelings? Correct. Feelings. What are those feelings? Anger. Okay. Why anger the first word? Because civilization started with anger. Okay. The right word. Your memory of Paleolithic man is great. Okay. Anger. Next. Happiness. Okay. Good. Next. Sorrow. Next. Fear. There are thousands of them. But unfortunately, we don't know much about that. Only Indian philosophy has got around 64 items. The others don't have. If an Englishman say we are happy, so how we say? We have 1,000 varieties of happiness. We smile. There are a lot of things are there. Okay, then we will come across. So emotion plus intelligence. So you have to use emotion plus intelligence. What was the thinking of the previous thing roughly 50 years back? Thinking of about emotional intelligence 50 years back. Have you ever heard of Sardar Patel? Sardar Patel was arguing a case in a court. He got a telegram. He saw the telegram, kept it in his pocket, argued the case. And after that, he came to house. Then everybody came to know that his wife is dead. So the death of wife also is suppressed by him. That is a greatness, because in those days, government is a serious business. Our business is a serious matter. No emotions. Keep your anger, happiness, sorrow, etc., etc. in your home. Do the government duty. Do the things. Do it. That's what the steel frame of India ICS say. There is no question of emotions. Okay. Now, emotional intelligence is as an academic study is 50 to 60 years old. But actually, emotional intelligence started with day one. You see, the mother feeding a small baby. She will not take. What she will say? This is the last. This is the last. This is your brothers. This is the sisters. This is yours. This is your papa's. This is my last. So at least she will be feeding 20 times. That is emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence is everywhere, right from the day of civilization, but an academic study, it is only 40 to 50 years old. Finally, what is that? Emotion is a human relation. Okay? Emotion is a human relation. What is intelligence? Intelligence involves reasoning. Okay? You must reason it. Reason is very important. Then you must understand it. Then you must think about it. So you have to mix the human relation with the intelligence. That is the beauty of this emotional intelligence. See? Emotions are human relations, while EA deals with efficiency in doing things. So the ultimate aim of emotional intelligence is efficiency in doing personal things and official things. Any psychology candidate? Anybody? Okay, this is not in our syllabus, just only for the information I am giving, because we are dealing with human relation and administration. So Vroom and Etten, you can see in Google also, no problem. Vroom and Etten, they have studied about human relations and efficiency in administration. So they have put x-axis. Draw a line on x-axis. X-axis is efficiency or human relation, right? Human relations, HR. HR. So that side is minus 100, this side is plus 100, okay? Draw a straight line, vertical line, in the center, draw a vertical line. That is your efficiency. Top is 100, bottom is minus 100. So what is the right hand top? 100 plus human relation, 100 plus efficiency, okay? On the left side of the top, 100% efficiency minus 100% human relation. So in the bottom, you get 100% human relation, 0% efficiency. I mean minus 100. So this side both are minus. These are the 4 types of leadership. So where do you want to fit up? You can imagine, okay? This is the style where you want to mix human relation with efficiency in administration. This is the Groom and Etten model of leadership. So finally, is it a fight between IQ and EQ? So what is IQ? So you are intelligent, okay, you are EQ. So you always fight with heart and mind. We have got a beautiful quotation from Nelson Mandela, we will see it. So it is about heart and mind. So it is a combination, it is a coordination, not a confrontation. It is not a confrontation. Okay. So Caruso, you just remember this name also, Carus for Caruso. Am I in between to you? Okay. No problem. Caruso, read about Caruso, and he said it's not confrontation, but it's a coordination between heart and mind. So emotional. Finally, what now you are coming about emotions. So you got feelings, okay? On the efficiency of administration, you are the leader. So how you are going to utilize your emotional intelligence? So finally, 40 years back, Daniel Goleman decided that your IQ counts only 20% of your success and 80% of your success depends on your EQ. This is the latest version. So that's why EQ is more important than IQ. So Daniel Goleman was the Times of India executive and he has defined this, okay? IQ may account for only 20% of person's success, whereas EQ more than 80%. So you have given examples of emotions, you have given examples of intelligence. Intelligence involves thinking, reasoning and understanding, whereas emotion is intense human feelings. You will have emotions towards whom? So emotions are towards persons and sometimes objects also. You love your vehicle, you love your car, you love some food, etc. So intense feelings. Emotions are intense feelings against a object or a thing, person. Emotions are intense feelings that are directed at someone or something. Intelligence, you have mathematical intelligence, you have history intelligence, you have economics intelligence, you have abstract intelligence, you have pictographical intelligence, you have got Sudarshan Patnaik here. Is a great, yes, so intelligence is different. Emotions are intense feelings towards a particular thing or a person, okay. Now you can go, let us go back to, this is the most important quotation of the Aristotle. This, if you read this quotation, your emotional intelligence subject is full, okay. Anybody can be angry. Why anger? So just like our friend has said anger in the beginning, Aristotle said why anger? Because anger was the first kind of administration. You just ask about your grandfather who is in service. Ask him whether he smiled while he is in service. No smiling. Very serious, very serious. Ask about him. And if you are reading jovially or something like that, they will chide you. What are you saying? A serious matter. because because everything is serious in those days. That's why anger. If you remove anger with fear, love, happiness, the same meaning will come. Okay. So anybody can be angry. That is easy. Okay. You can shout at anybody. Okay. That is easy. Very easy. Or you can fear about anything. That is easy. You can be happy about anything. That is easy. You can fear about anything. That is easy. Everything is easy. Okay. But to be angry, you see the dialogue here. To be angry with the right person. Okay. With the right person. First point. You must be angry with the right person. So to show your emotion, there should be a person. Okay. Then right degree. Right degree. Okay. Then and for the right purpose. And in the right way. Okay. So far so good. But finally Aristotle what said? Not within the not within everybody's power. This is not there for anybody, only for leaders. So if you want to be leader, you follow this. And it's not easy. Now will you practice this? And you prove that you are also a leader of Aristotle. Okay. Now I'll give an example. You have bunked a class. Okay. To go to some park, to chit chat, something like that. Okay. Second instance, you bunked a class and gone to a movie. Okay. Third instance, you bunked a class to assist your friend's ailing father in a hospital. You are caught red-handed in the fourth instance. You are caught red-handed while stealing some money from your father's purse. Is the anger of your mother same in all this? So that means you are the only person there. So right person. So you are the only person. So here only one person. So right degree. Whether she changes it or for everything she will beat you or smiles you. Tell me. Is there a change in your mother's behavior? That is as simple as that. I am giving a very small example for your understanding. Okay. So that is right degree and for the right purpose. If the purpose is good, if she is scolding for everything, so a day comes you will not care. So right degree, that is most important. Even if you are a boss, you can't chide your subordinates lightly, because when they commit a mistake, then only do it. Okay. Then right way. This is important. Finally, what Aristotle said, this is not easy. Not easy. You have to learn. That's why emotional intelligence is important. This quotation is a beautiful quotation of emotional intelligence. You have to by heart it, understand it. Finally, I will repeat. There is a right person to show your anger or love, happiness or something like that. And for the right degree. You can't say every day and every minute to your wife, I love you. If every minute she says I love you, she will throw away. Only for purposefully you can say, that's all. Or purposefully you do something. There should be a right purpose. Her birthday is there, wish her, that's all. Some other day is there, something is there. So, but you can't be the same always. Right person, right degree, right purpose, a right way. This is the most important thing of emotional intelligence. Okay. This is the quotation of Aristotle. Finally, you have got IQ. You are a greatest computer data analyst experts, you get a job. You are a mathematics teacher, you get a job. If your IQ is there, you will get hired. But if you use your EQ, you will be promoted. This is the Times of India quotation. This is Regina Geller. Regina Geller. R-E-G-I-N-A, Regina. I'll share here, no problem. You can collect it. Regina Geller, G-I-E-L-E-R, Regina Geller. IQ gets you hired. Why EQ is important? So I'll give you questions in the last. IQ gets you hired. You will definitely get a job if you are intelligent. Okay. But your success depends upon your EQ. Next, by heart these words. Sympathy, compassion, empathy, self-awareness and emotional control. These 5 words are keywords of emotional intelligence. What is sympathy? What is sympathy? What is compassion? What is empathy? Tell me. What is sympathy? अरे भाई वो सिविल सर्विस लिख रहा है, ये sympathic है? When they will show sympathy to you? When they show sympathy to you? अरे he has studied a lot, he failed. अरे he has studied a lot, he struggled a lot. अरे poor fellow has failed. That is sympathy. Okay? Understood? So, do you want sympathy of your parents and friends? No. Definitely be on the line. Okay? Sympathy means we are sympathizing with some persons. We are extending our feelings. Sympathy. अरे you poor fellow. अरे बेचारा क्या है, क्या ऐसा हो गया. That is sympathy. What is compassion? Sharing. अरे छोड़ो, I have lost. Okay, together we will study. You have your notes and I have my notes. We will study. Okay? And let us fight for the exam and see that both of us are there. That is compassion. So, you are just. And what is empathy? अरे भाई तुम्हारे पास notes नहीं, you don't have a notes. I will share my notes. I will give guidance. Let us both of us study civils and get it. That is empathy. You are stepping into the shoes of others. These 3 are very important in writing your case studies. While writing your case studies, you must refer to these things. This case study totally involves on these 3 things: sympathy, compassion and empathy. In every entire, whatever may be the case study, whether it is in emotional intelligence, whether it is on value system, whether it is in administration or whatever it is, involve all these 3 things, you are sure to get 70% marks. Okay? Then what is self-awareness? I told you to just think about yourself. What is your strength? What is my emotion? How can I use my emotion? That is self-awareness. And finally, emotion control. Emotion control means what? Just now I told about Sardar Patel. So even if a tragic news also, he controlled it. He could have easily requested the judge, sir, my wife is dead, I am going, sir. He didn't do it. Okay, because he has control, because a leader, why are you coming to service? You are purchasing BP, you are purchasing sugar, you are purchasing heart attack, you are purchasing. It is not easy. It is not easy because you must control yourself. If you don't control your emotions, you are sure to get all these things. Okay. Just know about these things. These 5 words are keyword for both emotional intelligence and for your civil service case studies and also in your life. Just don't bother about the definitions. I gave some 2-3 definitions. Okay. UPSC or Orissa Civil Service will never ask about the definition of so and so. Just only for the purpose of definition, I am giving a definition to you. Just know about it. Finally, what you understand about your emotion intelligence? What is? As a leader. So, you must know about yourself. You must know about others. And you must control your emotions. And you must also control the emotions of others. And finally, you have to deliver the things. Is it? Okay? That's what the definition is. John Mayer and Salovey. So, spelling is somewhat mistaken here. Notes. It is Salovey. Salovey by Salovey. John Mayer and Salovey. Peter Salovey. What they define? The ability to monitor the feelings of the self and others. So, you have to monitor your feelings of self and others. Discriminate them. Happiness, anger or something like that. Discriminate among them and use this information to guide one's feelings and action. Okay. This is the definition of John Mayer and Salovey. And he is the man, Daniel Goleman. He has written a book, Why IQ matters more than EQ? He has defined that the capacity of recognizing our own feelings and those of others, for motivating ourselves and for managing emotions well in ourselves and in our relationship. So this is the definition of Daniel Goleman. There are thousands of quotations about emotional intelligence. You need not worry about it. Finally, what you understand by emotional intelligence? Understanding our emotions, understanding the emotions of others, and classifying the emotions of others and doing it, and doing it in a right way. For example, you are the collector of Puri, okay? You are in the thick of cyclone. So you are undertaking cyclone activity. So your senior man comes to you and says, so that my son is suffering from fever, I want a weekday's leave. What will you do? One answer. What nonsense you are talking? Do you know in what condition we are? Don't come to me with the same demand. Get out. This is one demand. This is one way of dealing. The second, okay, what is the temperature of your son? Is there anybody to see them in your house, your wife, your brothers-in-law, sisters, etc., relatives? Okay, ask them to take to the doctor. I will also speak to the doctor and ensure that your son is speedily recovered. And I will assure you, both of us work together and I will relieve you as soon as normalcy is restored. Which is better? So that is emotional intelligence. That's all. This is the way you have to deal the things. So you have to control yourself. You know that you have also a family, isn't it? You have a family, but you are away from the family in a flood activity in a coastal area. And if your subordinates, if you give chance, I said you the leadership. Suppose he says no, no sir, I want to go. Then what he should use? 100% efficiency minus 100% human relation. You have no choice. But try to control the situation. That is the beauty of intelligence, emotional intelligence. Okay. So he has defined the capacity of recognizing our own feelings. So first of all, know yourself. What are your feelings? And know the feelings of others and discriminate them. Discriminate them. On what wavelength you are there both. You must bring them to your wavelength. Otherwise, you can't deliver the goods. Finally, this is my quotation. Intelligence, the ability of the individuals to recognize their own and others. Okay, you can copy it. Okay, so what are the feelings, what are the things, etc. you want, etc. Emotional intelligence is the ability of the individuals to recognize their own and others' emotions, to discriminate between different feelings and label them appropriately, and use emotional information and guide thinking behavior, and to manage or adjust emotions to adapt. So this is the thing you have to write. If you are writing Daniel Goleman stated like this, okay, well and good, not necessary. Finally, emotional intelligence is this. I'll ask Biplay to share this copy of this to you. Otherwise, you can write out. Emotional intelligence is the ability of the individuals to recognize their own and others' emotions, to discriminate between different feelings and label them appropriately, and to use emotional information to guide thinking and behavior, and to manage and or adjust emotions to adapt. Am I very fast? You might slow down. Okay, this is what you have to write in the examination if they ask about emotional intelligence. You will get full marks for this. Okay, shall we go? I'll wait, no problem. That is compassion. Showing it to him. Okay, done? Shall we proceed? So there are theories. Don't bother about the theories. Nobody asks you about the theories of emotional intelligence. So there are three theories which are important. I don't want to see your syllabus. First theory is John Mayer and Salovey. Write 4 words, simple. John Mayer and Peter Salovey. Write only 4 sentences. Please come. John Mayer and Peter Salovey. 4 words only. Perceiving emotions, using emotions, perceiving emotions, using emotions, understanding emotions, managing or regulating emotions. Managing or regulating emotions. For this, they conducted a test. That is called Salovey-Mayer-Caruso emotional intelligence test. It is based on Salovey-Mayer, Mayer-Salovey, Caruso. I told you yesterday, just now also Caruso. These 3 together, they have prepared a test, intelligence test. So they give a questionnaire to you and collect the information. Basing on that, your emotional intelligence is calculated. Okay. For example, garden. I said garden. What is your reply? Garden. I said only one word, garden. What is your reply? Tell me what is about garden? What is the great thing about? Very simple word, garden. Louder. Flowers, girls, everything is there in the garden. Okay. What is that you are going to do there? Peace. Okay, next. Next. Okay. Is this the best answer? You enjoy the garden, you work in the garden. Whom you are going to select? You select a man who is coming to see the flowers and girls, or you select a man who is watering the plants? Yes, that's all. That's it. That is the test. That is a simple test, okay? But the problem with the test is, for example, a question is there. If you see a 100 rupees note on the bench, what you will do? What is your answer? I will hand it over to Biplav, okay? Shall anybody say anything else? In reality, you may not do that, okay? So that's why these tests are fake good. So you say you want something, but you don't reveal that, okay? Your intention is to take that money, but there is a social obligation. So your reply will be positive. That is a fake good. So that is not fit, okay? The second person came. That is Konstantin Vasily Parets. Yes. So here everybody is watering, or everybody. So you have selected. How many you are selected? You have to only select only one person. There is a vacancy of one garden supervisor. Everybody is watering. Then who you have to select? So Konstantin Vasily Parets developed a scale. He developed a scale in which he has studied, write another words, Konstantin, Konst, Antin, Constantine, Vasily, Vasili, Vasily, Parides, Perids. Constantine Vasily Parides. He has studied 4 items. You just by heart these 4 or 5. Your entire answer is you get more than 70%. Extroverts. He studied extroverts. Whether a man is extrovert or not. Extrovert or introvert. Do you know the meaning of extrovert or introvert? Extrovert is one who mingles with easily with all. Introvert is a man who is only a personality difference. Not that extroverts are superior or introverts are inferior, or introverts are intelligent or extroverts are not. It's not like that. It's only 2 types of human behavior. One mingles very freely with all and the other is a little shy. Okay. One is extroverts. Second, agreeableness. What is agreeableness? Agreeableness. Agree, able, agreeableness. What is agreeableness? What is agreeing? If there is a boat, you are traveling on by your car or vehicle or something like that. There is a board. Take diversion. You agree with that or not? We agree with that even if we know that the road is motorable. Okay? Because it is there. Some condition is there and we are agreeing easily. So whether you are agreeing to that condition is easily. So I am asking about a condition. Whether you agree it. Whether you agree it immediately. You are giving a session to your followers. Are you a follower or leader? So you are agreeing to a decision or you are questioning the decision. You have to question why this road is there, why you have blocked the road. So agreeableness, whether you are a leader or a follower, that is decided there. Next, the third is openness. Openness means you are open to accept new ideas. Openness. And emotionally stable. Emotionally stable. Are you emotionally stable? Are you controlling your emotions? Or for everything you are getting your anger, laughter or happiness etc. into the moods? And finally, consciousness. Whether you are conscious of your decisions. Consciousness. So, he has developed a test. He has developed a test and for example, if a snake is there, suddenly a snake has come into the classroom. Is the behavior of all of you same? Then what is your behavior? Tell me different behaviors. So first of all, if fear is there. Fear is there to all the persons, okay? Fear is there to all persons. But that fear is not equally not there for all. Somebody may say, Chala bhago. Somebody will try to make a call to a snake charmer. So get him and catch hold of this snake. Somebody wants to kill the snake. Somebody wants to catch it alive and live in the forest. And somebody wants to control the situation. So I'll be at the door. Come on. So the leadership, the fear is not uniform. So similarly, emotions for everything is not uniform. For example, if she is conducting her birthday, she has brought a cake here and she is cutting cake. What is your behavior? What is your response? It all depends. So you will greet them, so we will take them, and somebody closer by takes a piece in her mouth, etc. She offers, etc. There is a difference. This is not uniform. So Vasily Parides has made a scale of 0 to 100. Where are you standing? From 0 to 100. So now my selection is easy. Okay. I am giving some 30 to 150 questions. Okay. And where are you standing? So basing on your marks, I can select the right person for the right job, isn't it? Is it not easy than the better thing, the previous one? In the previous model, we know only about the presence of the emotion. Here in the second test of Vasily Parides, we came to the scale of emotion. where you are standing. That is the beauty of this test. And he has studied some 15 parameters. 15 parameters: happiness, fear, emotion expression, how you are expressing your emotion. You can write down emotion expression, how you are expressing your emotions, emotion expression, then empathy, then self motivation, then emotion regulation, etc. 15 items. So he has given a scale of test of 30 to 150 questions where you are fixed on a particular point. So there are choices are there. An old man is lying on the road. What will you do? Number 1. Because of my class in Subraranjan madam's I'll just see and pass. Okay. This is one answer. Second answer, I'll make a call to 108 for, I don't know the ambulance service here, for the helpline to the hospitals, and they will come and take. Second is, I'll inquire about the person, who is he, what is he, etc., and ask his relatives some number. You can take his mobile number and make a call to their relatives. And last one, I'll take them to hospital. So there are 5 activities. 5 activities carry 5 different marks. So out of the 30 to 150 questions that you give, so you are ranked. So that is the beauty of Vasily Parite's test. Okay. Then finally, Daniel Goleman. So what Daniel Goleman said, tell me. He mixed both. That is easy. He mixed both. So you have this emotional intelligence, fear, happiness, anger, everything. And finally, next, Daniel Goleman. He has identified, his test identified 5 items. Self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. This is all about the 3 theories. If you write these 5 words or 4 words, if you write about the first person, Peter Salovey and John Mayer, perceiving emotion, using emotions, understanding emotions, managing or regulating emotions. For that they developed a test, they scaled. Second man, Konstantin Vasily Parite's, he has developed a test of 30 to 150 questionnaire, and he has identified 15 parameters, and he has inquired about extroverts, agreeableness, openness, and last is, that's all. These are the things. And finally, Daniel Goleman mixed both, and he identified 5 skills. This is all about the theories, that's all. This is the concept of emotional intelligence, okay? Yes, everybody has. Without test, how can you do it, okay?
Like for the scaling and identifying parameters.
You may both are there. Both the parameters are there. So in some test, what are the things that are in, for example, somebody may not have fear. Somebody may not have anger. That is identified, okay? For example, I read about Sam Manaksha. Sam Manaksha came to give promotions to some cadre of Subedar or something like that. He was told that, Sir, Mohan Singh is bypassed in all the promotion panels because he is a little rude. And this time he warned that if Shyam Manaksha doesn't give promotion, he will kill Manaksha. Okay? That's what Shyam Manaksha was told. What you will do if you are in the place of Shyam Manaksha? You will give promotion, okay? If I am in Sam Manekshaw position, I will definitely give promotion. Poor man, what is there? After all, promotion is a step in life. Okay. In military, there is no question of a human relation. Now, Shah Manekshaw did the same thing. He did not give promotion. Then all his deputies are worried. Sir, Mohan Singh will do something. You must be very careful. Shah Manekshaw called Mohan Singh. Mohan Singh, क्या तुम्हें मारना चाहते हैं वो? This is the loaded gun. Fire at me. He gave the pistol. He said, no, sir. I don't want to fire, sir. Okay, you be my quartermaster general tonight and bring hot tea and hot water for my shaving tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Quartermaster general is the security guard of the military officer. He will be standing outside the tent of the officer. So, Mohan Singh wanted to kill Manekshaw, okay? I mean, Shah Bahadur. Then he posted him as a guard outside the tent. After negativing his promotion, knowing fully well that he is going to kill. What will happen on the night? Tell me. Nothing has happened because Shah Bahadur was alive till recently, okay? Next day morning, every officer said, sir, you are very great, you have no fear at all. He said, I am terribly feared. Isn't it? Someone wants to kill you and you keep there at the doorstep. No, nothing is there. Doors are open. For the tent, there are no doors. That is the intelligence. Okay. You can read Sam Manekshaw stories. Sam Manekshaw, Mohan Singh. So he said, I am terribly afraid. But still I manage. I should not show my fear on my face. Sam Manekshaw said, if anybody says that he has no fear, what is the dialogue? He is either lying or a Gorkha. So he behaved on that night like a Gorkha. So that is the greatness. So you must read the lives of the great persons. Of course, you have a subject of, I think, philosophers is there for you. Great leaders is there for you. Okay. So let us go through so this model is called ability model. The first model is called ability or four branch model. 4 branch means perceiving, using, understanding, managing or regulating. That is the 4 branch model of emotional intelligence. Okay. Shall I remove it? Shall we go? Perceiving emotions, using emotions, understanding emotions. What is perceiving? So perceiving means what are the emotions that are available in the other persons. And second, how is he using? And third, how we can understand both. And how we can regulate or manage those emotions. Okay. So this is the scale. Mayer, Salovey, Caruso, emotional intelligence scale. You need just write, you can scale. Of course, if you have remembrance, you can simply write MSEIT because there is a word limit of 150 words or 2 minutes. So even if you write MSEIT, that's also sufficient. MSCEIT. Mayer, Salovey, Caruso, emotional intelligence test. That is the first theory. Okay. So it tests the respondent's ability on the branches of emotional intelligence, how he is perceiving. So we are putting a question, how he is perceiving, how he is using, how he is understanding, how we can regulate. So that's all. And the advantage is very quick. If I want to conduct a test, I can conduct immediately with you. I can give a questionnaire to you but the only thing is the disadvantage is there is a likelihood of fake good. We may not get the right thing. So second is trait model. So Constant Vasini Pareist model is called traits. That is the human traits. The only difference is he is scaling. You have got this and he is scaling. Trait Emotional Intelligence Test. That is called TEIT. Trait Emotional Intelligence Test or questionnaire. Trait, TRAIT, Trait Emotional Intelligence Questionnaire. So I already told you they studied about these 5 parameters: extraversion, agreeableness, openness, emotionally stable, and consciousness. These are the 5 parameters they have studied. They put on the scale. So 30 to 150 questions are there. They put on a scale from 0 to 100. So text exhibits how you are expressing your emotions. Are you showing any empathy towards the other person? Do you have self-motivation? First of all, as a leader, do you have self-motivation? Emotionally intelligent people do not require self-motivation because they are already motivated. And finally, emotion regulation. Okay. Happiness, so etc. There are 15 such type of items. All these 15 items we can fix them on a parameter. Okay. So mixed model is the Daniel-Goleman. Okay. So 5 EA dimensions I already told you: self-awareness, okay, then self-regulation, then motivation, empathy, and social skills. So they have studied these 5 on this scale of emotional competency inventory and emotional and social competency inventory. So they have subsequently added social also. Emotional competence inventory, ECI, or emotional and social competency inventory. That's it. Okay, these are the theories. With this, we are closing the concepts, and the important things we have to do is how to increase your emotional intelligence. Now you want to increase it or not? Where can we buy it? Anywhere, in any shop. First dialogue. What is that? Know thyself. Next dialogue, Buddha. Winning yourself is winning more than 1,000 battles. So select a tree or a rock or a cave and think of yourself. So emotional, we will deal separately. How to increase emotional intelligence? What we have to do for increasing emotional intelligence? Okay. Then utility of emotional intelligence. What is the utility? What is the utility of emotional intelligence? Increase the next. First of all, who has used emotional intelligence? Advertisements. Your advertisement is nothing but an emotional intelligence. They attach, I use Synthol, Vinod Khanna says. Oh, he is using Synthol, so let us use Synthol. So, a lot can happen over a cup of tea. That is the advertisement of Coffee Day. You have got some Revlon. Life is colorful or something like that. So that is emotional intelligence. So, but now today emotional intelligence is everywhere. Next, this is the utility. This is the dialogue of Buddha. See that. See how we have to be content. So this is the, let's rise up and be thankful for if we did not learn a lot today. We have not learned everything about emotional intelligence. We have not learned a lot today. At least we learned a little. So we have learned a little of emotional, isn't it or not? True or false? So very feeble voice. So a little. And even if we did not learn a little, at least we did not get sick. And even if we get sick, at least we did not die. So let us all be beautiful, Buddha. So that is the dialogue of Buddha. Okay. Now start learning. And advantages of emotional intelligence. So this is about your future course, what you have to read. What are the advantages of emotional intelligence? You can increase the efficiency, that's all. So there are so many advantages are there. We will deal separately, okay? And difference between EQ and IQ. So we know that IQ gets you hired, EQ gets you promoted. IQ is responsible for 20% of your success. EQ is responsible for 80% of your success. Very good. And next, application of EI in administration and governance. These are the things you have to read. So let us repeat once again. So you have to read about how to increase emotional intelligence. The concepts will later. Utility of emotional intelligence and how to increase emotional intelligence, utility of emotional intelligence and advantages of emotional intelligence, difference between EQ and IQ, and application of EI in administration and governance. These are the 5 topics which are very important. We have so far learned about emotional intelligence and its concepts and theories, etc. Now we will deal with the, so you see this, the quotation of Nelson Mandela. It is a mixture of emotional intelligence, both. A good head, IQ, and a good heart, EQ, are always a formidable combination for achieving success in career and life. In the light of this statement, exemplify the utility of emotional intelligence with reference to civil servants. So, is a good question. Huh? So, Nelson Mandela quotation. So, a quotation like this will be asked and you have to judge this. Okay. Then EI in advertisements. Okay, I already told you there are almost 15 to 16 types of uses of emotional intelligence in advertisements. Thank you. This is the quotation of emotional intelligence. So, what is the first quotation? The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the, who said this? Mahatma Gandhi. So that means for truth and non-violence you must be very strong. It is not simple. So the weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the greatest thing in life. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. And second, we can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of dark. Okay. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Who said this? No idea? Plato. See the beautiful quotation. Huh? We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of light, dark, who is afraid of dark. But the tragedy is men are afraid of the light. What it means? So we are unable to bear the truth. What is light? What is dark? Truth is light is life. So men are afraid of this. So young boy of course is afraid of dark. Okay, that is adjustable. So that is the quotations asked in civil service exam. So now we deal with the case studies. Now today we deal with only emotional intelligence case studies. Okay, I will give 2 case studies because there are 2 extremes. Okay, you can easily compare. In the exam you will not be asked like this. So in that condition what we have to do? Okay, the first case is a doctor. Okay, I am appointing as the collector of Behrampur district. Okay, you are the collector of the Behrampur district. You can just read. If you want copy, I will ask people to give. Okay, you are the collector of the Behrampur district. Mantu and his wife Paramita, I borrowed the names from Odisha, are construction daily wage workers. Their daughter is Sonu, studying 8th class in a government school. Okay. One day Sonu came from school with fever. Paramita asked Mantu to come quickly to take her to a hospital. Mantu was busy in work and he advised her to get medicines from medical shop and give doses as suggested. Is it normal? When a poor man gets fever, he will not go to a doctor. He will go to the nearest medical shop. अरे कहीं बुखार है, vomitings है, वो है, ये है, कुछ दवा. He will give medicines and will say morning, evening. He will be the doctor for them. Okay, she did that. Okay, she got some medicines and did as per the shopkeeper's advice. Okay, next day morning, Sonu's fever escalated. So next day morning, Sonu's fever escalated. Mantu was busy, so Paramita took her to a government hospital at 7 a.m. There was a serpentine queue at the OP admissions. This is only a case study. I have seen the hospitals in Odisha. They are just excellent. Their quality of medical care and quality of everything is right, but only for the case study I wrote like this. Except for AIMS. AIMS, of course, there is a lot of difficulty in getting admission, but in all the other hospitals, I saw the Capital Hospital, I saw some hospital in Cuttack, etc., etc. I was here for the last 1 month. The hospital is very good. That's only for the purpose of information, which you already know. So she went to this hospital and there was a big queue. Okay. She requested the duty doctor to see her ailing daughter. The doctor advised to bring OP slip like other patients for giving treatment. Okay. Okay, by the way, how many of you seen the ethics question paper? Civils? How many words are there? How many words are there in the entire question paper?
More than 5,000. More than 3,000.
Another? In 2013, there are 815 words. From 2019 onwards, from 1500 they started. So they are also, UPSC is also changing Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is changing runs and UPSC is changing words. Your ethics paper will have anywhere between 2500 to 3000 words. That's why I gave a case. The case study will be in the exam will be same like this. You have to read a lot. You have to read 2500 words in 3 hours. In 3 hours examination, do you really have 3 years? 3 hours. Your supervisor will come. He will ask your hall ticket. He will ask signature. He wants to sign on your you. Okay. Meanwhile, you will ask, sir. So that bathroom will be at the fag end of that. So almost 10 minutes gone. Okay. So you have got 2 hours, 15 minutes, 50 minutes. Then how are you going to read 2500 words? Plan this already, okay? 2500 words, and there is a change in the pattern of UPSC questioning. There is a change. In the previously they used to ask in a different way. Now, what are the options available? For this I gave deliberately. Now the pattern is not there. You can easily tell what is happened basing on this comprehension. Now UPSC doesn't want to bakra herself. So they have changed the pattern. See the question paper of some 2022 onwards. The change you can visibly see, and the pattern will continue for up to 25. So she requested the duty doctor to give treatment to her daughter. He said, "Bhai, get her the OP slip, we will do it." And she went there. She kept her daughter. Paramita kept her daughter under a shade of a tree and stood in the queue. Around 1 o'clock, she got the OP ticket and she rushed to her daughter. Sonu was lying pale and dead. Okay. Soon she informed her husband. Okay. Soon a big gathering collected at the hospital. There were anti-government slogans. Okay. Soon the trade union leaders and other political leaders entered the scene, and there was a Rasta Roko program with the dead body at the gate of the hospital and on the roads, on the main roads. It became a problem for the sick patients who need ambulance and emergency services and blocked the main roads and causing inconvenience to the public. Okay. Soon the mob at the hospital started quelling. You were asked by the chief secretary to settle the matter. What are the options available to you to settle the issue? Explain. Okay. So they are construction workers. They are working. So you are not expected to take them to attend everything. So she was going to school. She went to the hospital. The doctor said, get the OP slip. She couldn't get in time. And by the time she got, she died. And the entire political fellows entered. There is a Rasta Roko and there is a problem at the hospital and in the city, and you are the collector of the Beharampur district and you have to settle it. So collector's job is not a rosy job. The headaches of the district is your headache. Okay. Now what you are going to settle? Come and tell me. And let us see another case. Election officer. Okay. I am transferring you to Raigad. You are the collector of the Prashant Mahapatra is the municipal commissioner of Raigad. Okay. He was the electoral registration officer of Raigad Assembly Constituency. So for the Raigad Assembly Constituency, so Prashant Mahapatra is the election registration officer. Do you know election registration officer? He registers your votes, that's all. The electoral registration officer, and he adds your name or he removes the dead person and he changes the constituency or in the constituency, within the constituency or outside the constituency also. The election commission directed to prepare a correct and a transparent electoral voters list. Okay. You as the collector of the so you are transferred from Beharampur to Raigad. Okay. Are you agreeing? I don't know. I don't know about Beharampur. I don't know about Raigad. Okay. You are the collector of the Raigad district and instructed all the ROs to conduct voter melas, to reach all the public and enroll genuine voters and remove bogus dead transferred voters. So you can simply say that okay, we are instructing, but as a collector, what you have said, you go to the people. You go to the people, conduct melas, ask the people to come to the mela, because everybody may not come, everybody is not aware. So give some sufficient publicity so that our idea is to prepare a transparent voters list. Okay. Prashant also conducted such melas in different parts of the city. Okay. As a municipal commissioner of Raigad, this fellow also did the same thing. Okay. He was supervising the centers and his staff and volunteers are controlling the queues and receiving application forms. Okay. So far so good. Prashant observed that the volunteers who were controlling the queues were quarreling with two old people. So they are quarreling with two old people. The Prashant saw that. He immediately called them. So he immediately called both the ladies. One of the old women was a voter in the Raigad and her accomplice, who was 70 years old, wants to transfer her vote from Bhubaneswar to Raigad. Okay. She is already a voter. She brought her relative who wants to transfer from Bhubaneswar. Their request was a speedy service as both could not stand in the queue. So very simple. They have requested. What did fellow did? Prashant took a separate seat at the counter and dealt them along with other needy people. He did not disturb the queue line work and his staff did for others. So he did not disturb. He took a separate chair, called them to open list and took them, and Prashant toured all the centers and helped the needy people in enrolling, transferring their votes. Okay. So he did. So he went to all the centers and wherever such old persons are there, he did not disturb. He did not stop this work, stop the queue and do this work. He did not tell. He took a separate seat and he did that. Okay. An adverse item came in the press next day morning. So you may remember when you were in service, even if you do good things, you will be caught. An adverse item came in the press that Prashant made some shady deals in enrolling voters. Okay. Chief Electoral Officer of the state requested you, the collector of Raigad, to enquire and suggest suitable action against Prashant Mahapatra. How are you going to settle the issue? Explain. Now these are the two cases. I gave deliberately the two because in one there is an indifferent attitude and the another is a positive attitude. So emotional intelligence involves in both the cases. Now tell me, what are you going to do in both the cases? So in first case of Beharampur, there is a case of Rasta Roko and other thing. There is a agitation against the doctors, and the third is they are making a procession with a dead body, or they are making Rasta Roko, and of course they are likely to do anything. Okay, what you are going to do? In the second case, there is another case. He has dealt in a separate way, and he was alleged about some shady deals. What is your as a collector, you are going to be the collectors tomorrow, and what you are going to do if you are in the same situation? Tell me.
Being a district collector, I should first try to consult the
Come here. You are the collector of Berhampur or Raigad? Berhampur, come here. Come on, come on, come on. Let us hear our friend collector from Berhampur. Sit, please. You are a young person. Okay, sit, address them, not me. Seriously. No, sit. Please the chair. Please the chair. Sit and explain. So you want to teach both of us. Okay, welcome. Start.
After being a district collector, I will try to consult the parents for their loss, pay condolences to the child, and then I will try to compromise the situation and to get up the road, clear up the road, then make arrangements for the compensation and reparation for their loss. And further, I will help them getting their medical insurances, government insurances for the other family members, and advise the doctor to be sensible and sensitize him in this such emergency casual situations.
So they want the suspension of the doctor. The agitating people want the suspension of the doctor. They are against the doctors. What you are going to do about the doctor?
Doctor showed carelessness, indifference attitude, but
What is carelessness and indifference of doctor? He is asking OP slip. He is asking any money. He is asking only a OP slip. He is asking, is it not his duty? Suppose if he runs without OP slip, there will be allegation that he is doing a private practice in government hospital. Isn't it? So he is asking only a OP ticket. Is it not normal? Is there any fault of the doctor? Tell me. Honestly. No. But here case is different. If you say there is no difference, they will first beat you, not the doctor. So now, tell me, come on, carry on. I am just guiding you.
then being the collector, I will assure the mob that the right action should be taken against the doctor. That just an assurance. On my capacity, individual capacity, I will try to sensitize the doctor to be empathetic in such casualties or emergency situation, and not to repeat this again.
Okay. You want to transfer to Raigad district or you want to continue in Behrampur? You are happy with Behrampur, okay? Anybody as a collector of Raigad? Just like our friend came. Anybody, you can come, voluntary, this is pure voluntary. Because I am here to guide you, but in the exam hall, nobody to guide you. You are going to be yourself, that's all. How to write about the answer? I give deliberately two cases because you can appreciate the difference. In one, there is nothing wrong on the part of the doctor. Is he did anything wrong? Or Prashant Mahapatra, is there anything wrong on his part? No. Both the doctor and Prashant Mahapatra, they did their duties. But Prashant Mahapatra was not asked to do it, but it is his duty, that's all. Your collector has instructed you to prepare an electoral list and conduct melas. You are part and parcel of that. So when JRD Tata's car, they were going to a meeting, urgent meeting. The car got punctured. So everybody said, Tata, sir, sit, sir, we will remove the tire, etc., etc. But Tata helped them. Driver and some assistant was there. He also assisted them in lifting the tire, stepney, and assisted in getting. So that he is a part and parcel of the team. But here, anybody, any others? No takers. Please come. Which district you want to replace as Behapur or Raigad? Please come. Arey bhai, I am giving a collector post and there is no takers. Come on, tell me.
Sir, as the district collector of Raigad, I will order for first a good investigation about the situation and the involvement of Prashant Mahapatra and his role. and also I will go to the witnesses of the situations, and I will also persuade my seniors that his empathetic attitude towards the PWDs, senior citizens who are facing difficulties in voting. And I also arranged for the longer term that if the next time there will be election, there will be separate queue for them and separate
Good.
arrangement for them.
Good, good, good. Any others? Is it okay over or you want? Anybody? I told you 5 things to remember in the beginning. What are the 5 things? First, my first words starting the class. 5 words. Sympathy, compassion, empathy. Both of them used empathy, isn't it? You can use empathy in all your case studies. Okay, please, we can sit down, no problem. When you are dealing with case studies, particularly emotional intelligence case studies, you forget that you are an officer. You just think like a human being. What will you do if you are in that position? That's what UPSC expects. What will you do as a human being, not as a collector, not as a chief electoral officer, not as a chief secretary? You are there as a human being. That is emotional intelligence. You have to control the situation. In the first case, there is a traffic problem. First of all, you have to instruct your police officers to divert the traffic. There are possible ways. Second, our friend has asked to talk to them. Don't talk to the mob. Never talk to the mob in your future career. If you go and try to talk with the mob, there are 1,000 opinions and you can't answer them. You take them to a separate seat and sit there and talk to the parents. And if at all anything is there, allow some 1 or 2 political leaders, or maximum number is 5. You ensure that their safety is a concern, okay? That is the second thing. Third is, just our friend has said, he will order an inquiry, a magistral inquiry into this. What do we do with the doctor? Don't hesitate to suspend him. Don't hesitate to suspend him, because you know that he is not on wrong, but the situation is there. Situation is not, you cannot control the mob if you don't suspend him. Even if he has done the right thing, he has not done in a humanistic way. He could have done like Prashant Mahapatra. After all, for getting a OP slip is not a great thing for a doctor, okay? In that case, you convince the mob that I will order an inquiry. If you want to safeguard the doctor, you convince that if you are interested in the doctor, I mean, now interested means no shady deals. You want to protect your employee. You can say that I will order an inquiry. In the inquiry, if it is proved, I will suspend the doctor. If the mob is not controlling, suspend him, nothing. Suspension is not a punishment. It's only a postponement of duties. After an inquiry, you can reinstate. Yesterday, what has happened in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, the DGP went and greeted the would-be chief minister. He was suspended and he is reinstated the day before yesterday. But his meeting did not make any difference because CM selected other man as a new DGP. Okay, doesn't make much difference. Okay, in this case, even if he is not on the wrong side, because you are under the pressure of a mob, just like a French Revolution was controlled by the mob, if you can't control the mob will control you. The only thing, as an administrator, keep this in mind. If you don't control the mob will control you. If the mob controls you, that is chaos. So in that case, you have to use your intelligence, you have to use your emotions and control the mob through parents and parents. After all, definitely it is an unfortunate thing. Loss of a daughter, particularly young daughter, is a very tragedy, but we can't, that very poor persons, just like insurance or anything, whatever government aids, you can help them. You give a house, you give an employment or something like that, you can help them. Okay. In the second case, you say, this is what has happened. My inquiry has revealed that there is nothing wrong on the part of Prashant Mahapatra. So just I inquired with others and there are no shady deals. And you can recommend for his appreciation. Okay. Are you satisfied with this? This is about case studies. Okay. You have to simply, please.
Suspending the doctor, it can make the doctor feel that the nobleness of the profession is getting compromised and he is penalized for being disciplined.
Where is nobleness? If he is noble, he should have considered to the poor. There is no nobleness. Of course, duty minded is definitely there. That's what I say. Now the duty is now with the, even if you are going to do tomorrow a duty, you must do with the emotions. You can't simply sign letters. Oh, okay. Suspending him is a harsh decision of the collector. Definitely. There is no doubt about that. I told you, there is nothing wrong on the part of the doctor. Is there anything wrong? He did his duties. But situation is demanding like that. You are helpless. Your answer is not incorrect. I don't say it is correct. But it is not incorrect. Okay? Are you satisfied? Tell me.
If he can add like Prasanna, he
Things would have been different.
could have the treatment and then ask for him.
That's it. That's all.
It's an emergency situation.
You must be same. If somebody comes with a stabbing, can you ask them to get OP ticket? Huh? Isn't it? There is a traffic case of trauma case. So, get the OP ticket, I will treat. So, before the OP ticket comes, he dies. Okay? Okay. That's not there. That is not there in the case. Okay? But, okay, how can casualty treats a fever patient? No. Casualty is emergency. Fever is not an emergency. Okay? Satisfied?
In any case, if we ever happen to affect or confront any outrageous mob, in any case, where no other choice, then how do we go for it?
We have to control the mob. If you give this assurance, you will quell. Simple. If you give this assurance that as a collector I am doing this, they will get out. That's all. Your work is done. Okay, isn't it?
But I feel like it is just unjust to the doctor.
Definitely.
But it will be like
It is administration. It is administration.
motivation to future doctors.
If you don't suspend the doctor, the government will suspend you. The government will transfer you because there is a traffic rauka rasta. You can't handle the entire traffic on the highway is bad. Kilometers of traffic is stopped and you can't control a single death. What I can do? Just beta chalo aa jao, secretariat ko aa jao, peaceful mein baito. No, one thing is there. In case studies, there is an option that it is going to affect your service. Don't bother about that. So if it is affecting, even if it is affecting your service, give the right answer. Okay, tell me. Continue.
Like it will be like a doctor, that whatever he has done, it was his profession. Then if he was doing doing the right thing, if he got punished about doing the right thing, he will be like corrupted after that.
No, what is corruption? Getting a OP ticket is not corruption. You are helping a needy man. You are helping that is what is called.
More people will be needy.
That is called empathy. That is called empathy. There should be empathy in administration.
Not be empathized to a particular person. Then more people.
If you don't empathize with them, government will sympathize with you. So, do you want sympathy of the government or empathy of the people? It is definitely a harsh decision. Suspending a doctor is not, of course, the government has just suspended DGP. What is this? Huh? After 3 days, he is reinstated. What is going to happen to him? Nothing is going to happen. Suspension is only to control the mob. You can tell the doctor also, अरे भाई कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है अगर है तो even the safety of the doctor is to be assured. If he comes to outside, he will be beaten. Huh? Suppose if you suspend him, अरे बेचारे इसको already suspend कर दिया, हम क्या करेंगे अब फिर? Isn't it? So you have to take care of the safety of the doctor also, isn't it? As a collector. If the suppose mob kills the doctor, what happens? You are further. The doctor's agitation is what is there. So you can't compare a trade union with the doctors, okay? Doctors is polite. You can say, collector will say, Rabbi, I will reinstate after a week. I am asking your superintendent to inquire this matter, and that's easy. Which is difficult, which is easy. Just differentiate. You have to control the situation. I asked my DSP once a time, "Arey bhai, itna mob hai, why don't you use your lathi? What for the lathi is given to you?" He said, "Sir, we have to keep it like this. If you use too much, then He can't control the situation. We have to control the situation. Now, as a case studies, you have to control the situation. Okay? Now,
You have to control the mob and not control it. But since we are suspending the doctor, aren't we getting controlled by the mob because their opinion is not
yes, definitely. You are accepting it. Definitely it is accepted.
getting controlled by the mob.
Definitely. You have to get rid of the mob. You have to get rid of the mob. You have to clear the traffic. You have to clear the hospital, etc. Isn't it? What? Yes. Yes. Okay, shall we go to the next case? These are the two. This is the thinking you should make. Okay. Case study. Now, in how many words you have to write? 150 words. 250? Okay, 250. Yes, exactly. Quotation 150. So 250 words. So traffic management 50 words, mob management 50 words, controlling parents 50 words, and finally your justification. You have to justify. You have to justify your decision. Just like our friend said, I am not interested in doctor suspension. Definitely. You have to justify. You have to justify. That is another 50 words. That's all. Your 250 words is done. You will get 7 to 8 marks. Okay. Now we will go to the other case, a village girl case. Amita was a 10th class student studying in a school at Sambhalpur. Her village is 2 kilometers from the school, and in between 1 kilometer is covered by fields. All the girl students go to the school as a group. Okay. All the girl students walk as a group and go to the school. One day Amita's special class was delayed and she was returning alone around 5 p.m. So not even late night, 5 p.m. in the evening. At the outskirts of the town, at the village, near the fields, 5 people were drinking toddy. Toddy, you know? So toddy. And one of them was known to Amita. Okay? He greeted her. And Amita went on going. Just she smiled and went on going. So he greeted, hello, how are you? You are coming late. So she smiled and she went away. So she went on going. Suddenly, evil thoughts came to the 5 people. They stopped the girl and began to tease her. One of them dragged her into the vacant places there in a hut, and others cooperated with him. They raped her, and in an anxiety to avoid their identities, they brutally murdered the girl, and totally defaced her with stones. They defaced her with the stones without to avoid the identity. It was a ghastly scene. Okay, it was in a hut near the fields. Her parents searched for her in the evening and could trace the body next day morning. So they could not find her. She has not come. She inquired with the friends, everything, and finally they collected the body. They saw the body next day morning. There was a police complaint from a local man. Somebody made a phone call, sir, there is a murder, etc. The police went to the place. The women of the village were outside the damaged hut where the crime occurred and did not allow the police to enter the scene of offence. They stood like a wall. So we will not allow to come to this place, etc. First go and catch the culprits. What are you going to see the dead body? So they did not allow. There are illiterates. The inspector of police and his team returned. So they could not move because they can't do anything there. You are the assistant superintendent of police. You are selected as the IPS and you are the assistant superintendent of police Sambhalpur and you are requested to handle the case. How are you going to settle the issue? Explain. So now who want to take the post of ASP Sambhalpur and compare the case with Hyderabad case. You know the Hyderabad case? A poor veterinary girl doctor was there. Not poor, of course. Poor means the tragedy occurred on that night. She was regularly going on that road. Okay? She was crossing the toll gate every day and she was working in a veterinary hospital in Kallur hospital. And she travels by her scooty. One day her scooty got stuck at a toll gate. She could not move it. She said, there were 4 person hiding. Madam, we will help you. She took her help. They have taken her, they have crossed the roads and taken her to nearby fields, and they raped her and they killed her by burning her body. So there was a hue and cry. What happened later? Encounter. So the judge is saying not encounter. The judge is saying is a murder. So on the day of that encounter, we couldn't get a single flower in Hyderabad because all the flowers were used on police. There was a flower rain on the police for the acts done. Okay, but can you justify that? And what we should do in this case? Then I'm giving comparison. Just here nothing has that happened in the Hyderabad case, because logically, you see the Delhi case. Delhi case is something even what some allegations came that the boy and girl were in intimate in the bus. Is it not insult to the injury? Already the parents of the girl lost their daughter, and that was a brutal rape beyond imagination of any human being. They put iron rods. That is a very gory scene, and they dragged her intestines. What is the cruelty? Is he a human being, first of all? Now that is what he say intimately. A criminal may justify his position, but what he is saying, they are in intimate condition in the bus. So that is adding insult to the injury. But here in Hyderabad, what has happened? It was appreciated, but judge could not appreciate because we have to go by certain rules. Now what you are going to do as a ASP of Sambalpur? Anybody to take the post of ASP Sambalpur, please? अरे भाई IPS post दे रहा हूँ, कोई नहीं आ रहा है. Please come.
First of all, I will ask the police to expeditiously nab the perpetrators, and I will also try to compensate the aggrieved party.
How do you know about the culprits?
I will encourage the local people.
They are not allowing you to talk.
There must be some connection that I can nab the perpetrators.
Who is the connection? Who is the connection to you? Whom do you connect in a village? Okay, parents are in a pensive mood. Who is the other person in the village?
Internal
Head of the village. Okay.
And sir, I can also spread awareness that among the people that doing such kind of heinous crimes is detrimental to the safety of women in the society.
Next. Simple. That's simple. Okay, we are posting as ASP Sambalpur. Okay, next, anybody? So you don't want a seat. Okay, come on, carry on. Please.
Contact them and use the force all the roads and check if there is a movement, any suspicious movement or something like that. So that they could be left because time is running out, they can escape. So first of all, my priority will be to catch the culprits and assure the local people out there that step is being taken to ensure that the justice is being delivered. Sir.
I told you one thing in the beginning. Don't think like an officer. Think like a human being. Just remove your uniform. Go in a plain clothes. Sit with the sarpanch or head of the village. अरे भाई क्या हो गया? What happened in the village? अरे कौन है? So they will tell. अरे somebody has told that some 5 fellows are sitting there and they used to be sit there regularly. Okay. So he will get some information. You have to gather some information. You have to sympathize with the parents. That's what I said. Sympathy, compassion, empathy are the basic words of case study. And self-control, self-awareness and emotional control are the most important. You know, You know that you have a revolver, you have a lathi, everything, but you should not wield it. You must think like a human being. You think like a human being and just feel the pain of the parents. Suppose if your daughter is raped like this, killed like this, do you agree? Definitely I want to go and kill, but society doesn't permit us. We are not in Stone Ages. The Stone Age there, definitely, even if you are in Arab countries, if there is a rape, what happens? What happens if a rape is there? Not killing, not a 1 minute killing. They will be put on a pole, stones will be given. Can anybody rape later? So that is the punishment in Islamic countries. Anyway, I don't recommend that. We are in a civilized society, but still we can't do injustice to 50% of the population. But here the answer is, you must go there as not as a policeman, as a plain clothes man, sympathize with the parents, sympathize with the village elders, get the information. Unless you get the information, you can't catch the culprits. How can you know about the 5 people? You must get some clue. Have you seen the film Delhi Crime? For how many days she struggled? Her daughter is being threatened in the school. But still she could manage. And what is the time given to the Commissioner of Police by the Commissioner of Police? But she did in 5 days. So we can catch, but provided we have the information. We have the information, we must take timely action. So we must give that assurance to the village people. Then only they will allow you into the scene. Don't enter the scene as a policeman, because you must know something about the administration. At the scene of offence, there will be some evidences. You can catch hold of some nails of the victims, culprits, or hair of the, or whichever it is, which is suitable for proving the case. So in the Hyderabad case, it's a justified means. So if you are, definitely it will not be asked, but in a general sense, you must say that the police action is appreciated by the public. Your conclusion should always be, people's mood is that, yes, hell with these fellows, correct kiya hai, the police have done the right thing, because the mood of the people, mood of the public is to punish them. The police have given a immediate justice. Anyway, in the name of encounter, okay, that is not incorrect. That is not incorrect, not correct. That is not incorrect, okay. So this is in this way we have to deal about the case studies. Finally, thank you. How you feel about the class and how you feel about your emotional intelligence, and when are you thinking of yourself? Come on, tell me. Because UPSC exam is a tedious exam. It questions. UPSC exam is a simple exam. They ask you to give chana poda, but you give rasmalai. Are bhai, both are tasty, you say. But that fellow wants only chana poda because you are coming from Orissa. But you should give only chana poda. That's the only thing. You give the right answer. The right answer, that fetches you. Cracking UPSC exam is not that difficult. Only thing is that you have to write. For example, if you ask explain, there is a different answer. If you want to comment, there is a different answer. If you want to justify, there is a different answer. How you have to justify the decision. So there are, as per the question, so the case study may be asked in different ways. You can see in the angle of a doctor.